I forgot a fan.
Oh, unfortunate.
I know. It is what it is. But hola, hola, hola. I didn't think I would be introducing in Spanish again this quickly, but sure. Hola, hola, hola. Bienvenidos a the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, I am drinking an iced latte that I made, and it's very delicious. It's hazelnut and vanilla, and it's wonderful, and I'm a big fan.
But
I also don't have my cup mug with me. So David will be representing on behalf of the cup mugs today, and you can get yours and all of our other merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below, and we do ship domestically within North America and internationally, including to the country of España. So there are no excuses. Period. Yeah, I stopped taking it with me when I'm not at home because all the
smudge.
It's all smudging.
Mm.
So I need to steal it, but.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. And I've been excited to wear this one because it was my favorite from Drag Race España Season 3. And Logan and I got to meet her. And we got some little besos as well from her. But I'm wearing my Petita shirt. Yay.
Yay. Icon, legend.
She was so nice. She was so sweet
will be on
to
the
us.
pod.
Mm-hmm. I would love that.
She said she wants to come on the podcast, so...
Fingers
crossed. The time is now.
I'm drinking some water.
Period.
And it's time for me to talk about my colonizers. Hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and get hit.
Yeah, we know, bitch!
Well, it's a long history, but we won the war. We're independent, so it's the month of Mexican independence. I'm just feeling it. I'm drinking water, by the way.
The way that Mexican independence is near Brazilian independence, because ours was yesterday. And even though we were independent from the Portuguese, we were also colonized by Spain. We were colonized by Portugal and Spain. So I feel you on that. Hi, I am River, your Brazilian correspondent here on the Cup. And I'm new to Drag Race España. So I'm excited to get into Spanish drag. So I don't know the references and story of seasons 1 to 3 and All Stars, but I'm excited for this cast and to cover the season. And today I'm drinking some water out of my Madrid mug. Yay.
Yay.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Yeah, I am, I'm excited. I'm optimistic about returning to España. Because, season 3 was something. All Stars was something. And, I'm optimistic because this promo is, I will say, one of the best promos we've gotten this year.
Mm.
I think it is. This is an amazing promo. Drag Race really said, use black and white in your promo if you want to have an iconic 2024 promo. And España has done it as well.
And I want to say this about España drag because, well, I'm excited for River to see what we're about to see. But I think that the queens that we have seen throughout 3 seasons of Drag Race España are incredibly talented. Like some of the best out there. Some crazy iconic moments. Like the finale lip sync in season 1 is still like
Ugh.
living rent free in my head.
Oh,
all these
always.
years later. Yep. Besides Sasha Velour, that's my favorite finale lip sync of any of them.
Okay, interesting.
And
I would probably put those two, and then the finale lip sync from Canada season 2.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one too.
As far as finales are concerned.
The only thing is, and I know, River, this is something that you've been struggling with other franchises. The problem with España is the judging and the favoritism. So I'm really hoping that they heard people's critiques from what happened in season 3 and what happened with All Stars. And I'm hoping there's some course correction here with season 4. And it looks like we have a really great group of queens. So I'm really hoping that this could be like the return to form for España, because the first 2 seasons were so good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind my shows being produced and like production meddling, but it needs to be done the correct way, and they need to be able to hide it at least to a certain degree, so it's not like in our face. You know what I mean? I know that Drag Race has been produced since it began. Like season 6, for example, it's clear that there was favoritism, but it wasn't that much in our face. You know what I mean? They did a good job covering it up and giving it to us in a way that was more, palatable. Let's just say that. But I'm excited to see what España is going to bring. We'll see.
Eduardo really said, I have no commentary about that.
I really don't. I really don't.
Okay, cool.
No.
Hey, okay, cool.
Also, the dogs are barking, so I'm just like, I don't have a lot to say, and the dogs are barking. I'm just waiting for us to talk about the queens. I'm really excited.
Then you know what?
Season 1.
Then you know
I
what?
did watch the rest because, I saw it. I saw what was happening, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hop out while I'm at it. But you know what? I'm excited. I am excited to get back. I hope that they heard the critiques that, all of the production meddling has been happening, and that we don't have such a dominant winner that we just keep having with España. I hope that we have something more interesting and a little more dynamic. So hopefully we get
like
that
more
this
competitive,
season.
you mean?
Yes, because most of the time with España, I think out of all of the seasons we've had, 3 out of the 4 seasons, if not all of them, have been dominated by one queen winning like 4 or 5 challenges while everyone else is just left behind. So hopefully this time around we have like more win distribution, and it's just more competitive and more fun for us, the viewers.
That being said, this promo made me so excited for this season. I agree with you, Logan. I think it's really hard for me to choose between this one and Philippines for this year. But just overall, it was my favorite promo in a very long time.
Period. Well, we're going to dive into the promo, the Meet the Queens, all of the fabulous, lovely, and wonderful stuff from this Meet the Queens for España. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And that's a lot of drag again. And you know what? It's a lot, but I'm excited for it all. And make sure to check out the description below, where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access to a lot of other fabulous content. So, without further ado, we are just, if I can find the right layout, boom, a promo! Yay, a promo.
Wait, this is
a really good
season
promo.
2.
So good.
Right, yes. Yeah, Lawrence is right there in the middle.
Yep.
Doesn't it, like, it just so pleasing aesthetically? It looks like Skittles, kind of.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or like an M&M bowl, kind of.
Very that.
What's up with all these
Skittles
references?
Right.
Time this
We
week.
just keep getting Skittles on our screens. Why? It's weird.
Everyone's so colorful. And I do love, shout out to David for the background for the season, because it is actually very fitting seeing the full promo again too. So good job, David.
Yeah, I love the idea for this promo of it being like black and white, and then each queen has one like a monochromatic look. I just love black and white, and then one pop of color. Oh, obsessed.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, good. And the video, like the production of the video itself, like the cinematography, like everything. As someone that used to go to film school, I was like leaning in. I want to watch it like 3 more times just after we filmed this. Like I want to rewatch it and see like all the things that I missed. So well produced. Ugh.
And this is how you do a group shot for a promo, unlike UK where it's just floating bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
Like this looks like they're in the same room. I'm sure they were not, but they made it look like it. So I think that's why this is really kicking UK season 6's butt when it comes to group shot.
Yeah.
And also there's no one like in the middle or standing out. Like it looks like a group photo and there's no like one.
It looks like they're all actually there.
Yeah.
And hey, if they were going to make us wait 3 months for this damn promo, at least it's a good promo.
Yeah.
Because they've literally been teasing this season since like June.
Oh.
Fully.
Like it has been just
I don't
but thank God it's a good promo.
The reason as to why they teased it for 3 months, but we got a great promo out of it. I think all of these queens look great. I think this is one of the best promos I've seen in a while. And I think David said it perfectly. It's just comparing this to the UK one is just an absolute murder. So I'm very grateful that we got this great promo.
Yeah. And it looks like we might be getting another promo next week. So we'll see if that promo stacks up to this one. Ooh.
Let's see.
But the thing is like it looks great overall, but like also everyone individually also looks great. Some better than others, of course. But like I didn't think any of the girls looked bad. Like everyone looked
not at all.
good, at least. Like from good to amazing. That was the range.
I agree. And we get our judges promos as well. We've got Supreme there in this kind of Mohawky Karen swept to the side moment. Unlocking our queen on the far left, literally just in a black dress, but still killing it. And we have Los Javis also who look fine.
Can you guess who we're most excited for you to meet, River?
Yeah, can you guess? Because it's Supreme unlocking Los Javis.
Yeah, I know that people don't live for the male judges of
Correct.
I've heard that consensus. So yeah, but what about the host, the queen? I don't know her. Is she a good host?
I will say, objectively speaking, as a host, not as a judge, but as a host, Supreme is one of the best hosts.
Okay.
She also has had friends compete on the show, and things always turn up roses for her friends, don't they? They get to come back into the competition. They get to win the competition. So there's a weird dynamic there that's a little annoying. But the one that we all like universally love is Miss Anna Looking. She's so good.
Anna Locking. We love Anna Locking.
Anna Locking really does it for me, really.
She could host the program. She could host the program as a cis woman that doesn't do drag. Like that's how qualified she is to be on this panel.
Totally.
What is her? What does she do? Is she like a model, a singer, an actress? What?
Fashion stylist.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, so she
that
does.
Makes sense because
she doesn't.
This dress is it's giving very much that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's very. She does do like, I would say drag looks during the season. Like it's very fashion. It's very like editorial illustration drag. It's a really cool way to present herself, and I think she
Mhm.
is absolutely, like, I think probably top 3 judges globally for me.
The way that you described her right now, it made me really excited to get to know her. So and see what
She's
she brings to the runway as well.
And there's a little bit of and I don't think she is super similar to Michelle Visage, but there is a little bit of that Michelle Visage energy of, I'm going to be blunt and honest, but it's because I want you to do better.
Mhm. I love that.
So
honestly.
it's very like when Stacey McKenzie was on Canada season 1.
Mhm, mhm,
Like
mhm.
they're all about the same energy. So, but I want to say, I think Supreme looks wonderful in this promo. This might be my favorite Supreme promo.
Okay.
I would have to go back and look at the rest of them, but this is definitely standing out to me in a very positive way.
And this is not because he's hot, but I do really like Javi Calvo's shirt. I think that's a really cool design for a shirt.
Mhm.
Like, I could never wear it, but it looks great on him.
I still would.
I also would, even if it didn't fit me.
But Eduardo, the thing is, I think you would look good in that.
Yeah.
I'm just very self-conscious about it. Anyways.
Oh, relatability, darling. I get it. I understand.
I don't know if it's because I'm on my phone and the picture is small, but like she kind of looks like Chanel. Low key.
Oh, I could see that.
There's a little bit of Chanel there.
Low key. Maybe it's the hair.
I see it.
That's like giving it more of that.
If I go far away, I can see it.
Yeah, which is how I'm seeing it from far away, like very small.
Yeah.
It's kind of giving me Chanel. But I do love this dress.
Hey, we'll take that. But let's dive into our queens, going alphabetically, which means we're starting with Angelita la Perversa. I love this name. Yeah. She is she's 44 from Seville. And I have to say, I want to say right off the bat, this is an old cast, and I am excited because I think that's going to bring good drag and good drama. It is
older than what we're used to. Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the time, Drag Race cast tend to be around 23
Everyone
to
is 20 to 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the average age tends to be somewhere around 25 to 27. And here it seems like we have an older cast. We have like an average age of like 30 something, which I think is super interesting.
If someone wants to do the average and throw it in the comments, that would be greatly appreciated because I don't want to do it.
I love that we have people in their 20s, people in their 30s, and people in their 40s. Like that's a fun mix.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
So because we're filming this like right after the Meet the Queens video dropped, there's still no subtitles on the WoW app or on YouTube. There's only like auto-generated YouTube subtitles. So when it comes to the Queen's personality, I really couldn't grasp much. So I'm not gonna comment much on that because I wasn't able to understand. So mostly I'm just gonna talk about the looks. But because some of them, even though I couldn't understand much of what they were saying, I could kind of tell that they're like more outgoing or more like quirky or fun, like kind of tell a little bit of their personality, but not much. So I really loved this name as well, but I kind of wish it was just La Perversa. Like that would be more.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
I think that would be but I do like I said, everyone looks good or amazing. I think this one was probably my least favorite of the looks. My second least favorite of the looks. But I still really enjoyed it. I kind of wish the hair was the same shade of yellow and that she had earrings. Because if the ears are gonna be showing, I need some earrings. Even if it was just like a yellow stud or something. But this is a really good look. It looks expensive, but just the sleeves are doing all of the work, really. Like, honestly. But she still looks really good. The mug is stamped. And even though it's, besides the sleeve, it's a very simple look, it looks expensive. So, and she didn't give me, I couldn't tell much from her personality, so I'm excited to get to know her better. Because from the Meet the Queens, I didn't get much.
Yeah. Since I do speak Spanish because of these people, I did understand what they were saying. Uh, and so from I just see Logan is dying of laughter. I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That joke hit different. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make a lot of those jokes throughout the entirety of this. I am so sorry, by the way. I'm just messing. If anyone from Spain is watching, I'm just messing. I love y'all. Angelita gives me very like old school drag queen vibes when it comes to the personality. Like she's just very old school and it just seems like she just doesn't take any shit. She just doesn't really care about like what you think about her drag. She's just confident in her drag and she's gonna do what she likes to do. And I think that's always like a good thing to have, someone that's just confident in what she does and she doesn't really care about what like the younger audience is doing or like what is like popular. um I do agree with you, River. This is one of my least favorite looks, but I do think she looks beautiful still. I think the sleeves are carrying most of this look, or like what looks the best about this look. um I believe that she said that she was a comedy queen. I don't know her, so I don't know if this is gonna be accurate. But this is always like a thing when it comes to like comedy queens in Meet the Queens. I never really get a chance to really see how well they're gonna be able to do in the competition. So I'm excited to see how she does. But if it comes to the looks, I don't think she's gonna be super great at it because this is not really exciting me as much as I wanted to.
Before you go, David, there's one thing that, because I wrote it down, but I didn't see it in a picture and I forgot to say. She had like some straps coming out of the bodysuit. So, because it's not in this picture, but I kind of wish that she had like either boots or like a shoe cover up that would go up to her thigh and would connect to those straps. Because it was just like hanging. But
Damn you. That was one of the things I was going to bring up. It's fine. It's fine. I have enough to bring up. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I think I'm higher on this promo look than you all are. Like I thought she looks really good in it. I really like this kind of material in yellow. I think it kind of pops well. But I went to her Instagram. I'm gonna actually be the Instagram correspondent because I didn't watch the Meet the Queens yet. But
and I'm going to provide the bios that David so thankfully shared with us. So
okay.
I'll do it at the start of each one now. But yeah, go ahead.
Right. Yeah, so looking at her Instagram, it's not what I'm used to from a drag queen's Instagram. It's very like normal life. Like there's a lot of out of drag looks, just her hanging out with her friends. There's a lot of in drag looks, like her hosting or performing at a bar. A lot of them are the same look over and over again. There's not many looks where it's like, this is a professional photo shoot that I did. So I'm thinking she's probably not going to be one of the look queens this season. And this might sound like a read. It is not meant to be a read, but there is a quality about her in a lot of the pictures that I'm getting a little bit Nicole Page Brooks, which I didn't get from this promo. Yeah, it's like you all might get it from this promo. I get it way more from her Instagram. And that could, I'm not sure how that would reflect on her show. Like it gives me very old school senses when it comes to drag styling, which I'm not opposed to. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how she fits in with this cast, especially knowing it skews older.
Yeah, so let me read out this bio, thankyouout.com, about her. So Angelita defines her drag as classic yet modern, sexy, avant-garde, and filled with dark humor. She believes she shows lots of duality as she can be, quote, either very good or very bad. She wants to be the next Spanish drag superstar to bring comedy to the queens of Spain. Cool. I'm intrigued. She definitely does seem very, very classic old school drag, and I do love a good old school drag queen, so I'm on board. I think I'm closer to you, David, as far as how I feel about the promo. I don't think it's bad, but I do absolutely agree with you, River, because I was going to say it too. I like seeing her leg, but I think with this specific shot that they chose, I really would have loved a boot with the like garter situation. I think that would have just added a little bit more richness to it, to the way it looks. But I love that it looks like it's all vinyl, and I'm a really big fan of that.
Yeah, it looks really expensive. It's just like, it looks very top heavy, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it as well. And then the wig doesn't help, though I do like the wig. I like the wig a lot.
Vinyl.
I just don't like the wig with this.
Oh, vinyls.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, yes. Yeah, no, I agree with you, River.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wig is good. The makeup is classic, simple. I'm not mad at it. So, yeah. I like her, though. I thought her personality was really, really good. So.
Oh, yeah.
Scores for Angelita la Perversa.
Angelita gets a 79 for me.
Angelita gets an 80 from me.
81. And that's what I had already written down. So.
I thought you were going to say her name in your accent because everybody else did. So that's...
Oh.
Wow,
Angelita.
Throw it away.
And that's exactly how I was hoping you would say it.
David,
That's exactly how I was hoping you would say
No,
it.
blame Logan. Logan told me to do that, basically.
No.
You basically asked for me to do that.
No.
Angelita.
Oh,
First of all, you got to remember what you said.
First of all, you better remember what you said. Angelita is going to get a 79 for me.
Okay.
There we go.
Next up, we have Chloe Vittu. She's 23, representing Barcelona. She's excited to serve good lip syncs, scandalous looks, tits that are going to cause a scene, and of course, face. She loves connecting with the audience and strives to give everyone the time of their lives in every performance. AKA, she hasn't been doing drag that long. No shade, girl. No shade, girl, but...
I mean, but still, look at the material. Like, can I just say, I think Chloe loves pink. And I also love pink.
Loves pink.
Loves it. And I love Chloe. Honestly, like, this is the actual outfit, like the garment is a little simple, but everything else is like, the styling of this is what elevates it for me. And I also am obsessed with this hair. Like, you don't understand how obsessed I am with this hair. I think Chloe had one of my favorite personalities that I could tell from the Meet the Queens. And I'm excited to see, I think she's gonna give us a very similar energy on the workroom as like Angel is giving on Philippines. This is what I'm getting from like just the first impression. Like similar, you know, not the same, but like that kind of vibe. And honestly, I loved everything about this look, basically. The only thing is she mentioned boobs, and I was like, that's what I wanted. Like, she didn't have to have like a breastplate, but she could have had something in the breast area, maybe like a cups built into the corset, or like a cone bra, or like even if it was just flat, it could have gone like a little bit up and be like a heart shape thing here. I don't know what to say. Like, instead of going straight, it could be like a heart shape on the boob, like something. So it's not just like flat chest. Either that or cinched a little bit more, so we would give more of a shape, but besides that, I love this. Honestly. And she
I
said,
think-
the mug, girl.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I think I'm a little bit lower than most of you are going to be because I just think I wanted to see more because like it's pretty simple for me. What I will say though is the hair, the makeup, and the hat are really fun and I really like them. This hat gives me, if you watch Eurovision or you know Eurovision, this gives me Nemo's hat. So
The fish?
Come on. No.
no, Nemo the artist. Look them
The
up.
Eurovision winning artist.
They have
Winning.
a hat that's kind of similar to this, but it's like lighter pink. And I love it. I love the hat. I love the accessories. I just think I wanted more from the actual outfit itself. But I did like her personality quite a bit more than I like this look. She does seem like one of these younger queens that we've been having a lot of that like are good when it comes to like the looks and the performance, but just cannot really bring it together when it comes to like acting or comedy because they're just not quite there yet, or they just haven't been doing that style of like performance before. And so I think Chloe might have that type of run when it comes to like throughout this whole competition. But I think she's loud. I think she's sexy. I think she's fun. And so I'm excited to see her and I'm excited to see what she brings.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you all on this look. I think it's good. It's cute. It's simple, but there are things that are pretty cool. Like I really like this wig. This wig is intriguing with the streaks of pink in it. As far as her Instagram goes, she's one of the ones that had the least amount of posts. She has 24 posts on her Instagram, and 5 of them are from this promo. So
So we ain't gonna be able to do an Instagram review. For
no,
this.
we're gonna be fine because she has all of her other ones are pretty much distinct looks, and they all kind of stand apart from each other. Like every look she presents is pretty different from the other one. It is interesting that she talks about boobs because most of them are like this, where she's flat chested, but then she has a couple where she's got some smaller cups on, and then she's got a couple where she's got humongous bouncy boobs. And maybe that's like a newer thing for her because it seems to be on a couple of her more recent posts. But maybe she like realized, oh, that's kind of my thing. I want to start doing that more often.
Yeah,
but yeah,
maybe it's not the drag that she does, but maybe it's the drag that she wants to do.
yeah,
Right?
that could be it.
Yeah.
But she's very cute. She's polished and put together. Like not the most extravagant looks on her Instagram, but they're very, very solid. So I'm very intrigued to see what she's going to present on the show.
River, your last comment made me really think the drag that you're gonna do isn't necessarily the drag you wanna do. Boom. But I like her. I think there's obviously a youthfulness about her that I think is going to be good for this cast. In the face, specifically in this head-on shot, she looks like Michael Maruli. Like young Michael Maruli. I think it's the nose and the way that she does her eye and with the face shape. I didn't get a whole lot from Chloe. I'm gonna be real honest. I just didn't. But I do like this promo. This is a little bit more balanced. I love this boot and I love the hat, but otherwise it's a corset with a couple of details on it. So okay, cool. I'm intrigued with the variety of what we're seeing on her Instagram from what you said, David. I'm intrigued to see what she's going to bring. So, scores for Chloe Vittu.
89.
Oh, I have a lower score, 73.
I love the play with texture, like the two textures together.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm pretty in the middle of you all. I gave her an 80.
I gave her a 77.
I felt like I would be the one that would like this one the most.
Yeah. And let's see who likes Dita
Dita
Dubois.
Garbo.
I do love that we're going to be talking about two Ditas at the same time. I'm honestly not that mad at it. But this is Dita Dubois. She's 37, representing Tenerife. How fun. For the first time, I believe. Comedy queen Dita Dubois describes her drag style as, quote, and this ain't going to help River at all, quote, a mix of Carmen Farala, Samantha Valentine's, and Estrella Extravaganza in a blender. She's confidently serving body, face, and a mischievous tongue.
Okay. Yeah, that didn't help me at all, but
yeah.
Sure. Okay, I'm a little like on the fence with this one. Because I do love the dress, like with all of the straps and all of that, and the shoulder thing, and this color. I think this shade of blue is perfection. But Western style is not really my thing, so it needs to be really, really good for me to like it. But I can appreciate this for what it is, because she does look expensive. I think maybe just the thing, like the fringe on the leg, is what cheapens it a little bit. Because when she turns around, you can kind of see how it was put together, and then it kind of looks a little bit cheap. But before she turned around, I couldn't tell, but then I couldn't unsee it. But the one thing that really threw me off is just, I do love a hat moment, but this hat needed to be bigger. This is too small, for me, proportion wise. And I didn't get much, like I didn't get much from her personality, but she seems like she likes to like play with the girls and have fun. So I'm excited to see what it's gonna be like with that. But yeah, this is not my style. It's very well made, and she looks expensive, and she looks good. So, but it was just not my favorite. But I think she had my least favorite makeup out of everyone.
Well, we have
Like,
very
let me shit
different
on her, and then let me shit on her again.
Yeah, fully. Well,
It
I'm
still
gonna
looks
fix
good.
it.
Everyone looks
I'm
good. It's
gonna
just not my
fix it.
favorite.
Because we have very different opinions, River. Because Dita was one of my favorites of this entire promo, not only on the looks but on the personality. She's so fun. She feels like one of these older queens that are just good at everything that they do, and they're just confident and know what they're doing, and are just here to basically just have fun. And I love that. I love Dita. She's so fun. I'm so excited, and I'm hoping that she's gonna do well. I think that it's super interesting that she comes from the Isla Canarias, and she has such a different style of drag that we've seen before. So this is so exciting. I think the look is also one of my favorites. Maybe I'm biased because I love her personality so much that this look just brings it up a bit more. I do agree with you, River. The thing around the legs does cheapen it a little bit, but everything from the knee up, I really enjoy, and I think it's a pretty good look. I think she just looks sexy. She looks good, and just I loved Dita so much, and so I'm excited to see her on our screens.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favorite promo looks. Blue's my favorite color, so that's part of it. But I just think it's styled so well. I actually really like this fringe. I like the straps. I think she looks really good in this. It's interesting looking at her Instagram because it's kind of the opposite of Chloe in that she has 539 posts. And I was just scrolling and scrolling. I went all the way back to 2013. So I just saw an evolution of 11 years of drag, and there definitely is an evolution, but there's so much like old school sensibilities. Like there were times where she reminded me of like Delta Work or Madame LeQueer or even Nina Flowers at sometimes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And she just seems like she's constantly evolving. Like she'll have like pageant phases, she'll have more like club kid type of phases even. I yeah, I think she's going to be really interesting seeing how all of that experience has really accumulated and what her drag is now. I will say I do like this better than most of the looks on her Instagram. But I'm still excited for her.
I thought you were gonna, because I forgot, and I was like, I forgot, and I hope David mentions it. But the nude, the tights, the nude,
I couldn't even tell.
Oh, in the video, it was very apparent, like very, which is unfortunate because
it photographed real well, though. It photographed so well, though.
Yeah, but in the video, it was rough.
Yeah, and honestly, the fact that the video makes up for it so much, I'm honestly not that mad at it. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not that mad at it. Because I did notice it as well. She is someone that I'm very excited to see. I am very intrigued by her. This also makes the first season where there isn't someone whose name is Drag something on this program.
Justice for Drag Lull.
Shut up. Stop trying to make Drag Lull happen.
For context, there was a time many months ago when Logan said we were about to enter a drag lull, and I'm like, oh, drag lull is going to be on season 4 of Drag Race España, and I've been trying to make it happen, but much to Logan's chagrin.
Much to my chagrin. There is so much chagrin. It is chagrining over. Anyway, I love that she was like, yeah, no, I'm a canary queen, but I'm also not going to be on stilts. Because this queen knows. This queen knows what she's doing, and I'm happy to see it. She also is giving me a little bit of Boa in the face.
Uh-huh.
And in the personality, I have to say, I'm really intrigued. I think she's going to be very exciting on this season. And I think the promo with all of it photographs well. But I do agree with you, River. I saw the tights and they were a different color. But it photographed so well that I'm honestly not that mad at it.
Yeah, in this picture, I cannot tell at all. It looks perfect in the picture. But in the video, it was so noticeable, which is a shame.
Yeah.
I wonder if they photoshopped it for her.
Just because I don't like Western style doesn't mean I don't like this. She looks good. My score is not going to be like reflecting that I don't like it.
Oh no, we got you, babe.
Just because I don't like the style doesn't mean I'm gonna score low. Like it's just not.
Then what is your score? I want to know.
86.
Great.
Okay, I give her a 95.
I gave her an 88.
See, it's not that much more.
I gave her an 87.
I like this quite a bit.
I like this too. It's a really good promo. Like almost everyone looks great.
Yeah. Like I said, everyone did great. My lowest score is 75. Like,
Per.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear how you pronounce this.
Next up, ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa?
I got the question mark. I want to hear more of the exclamation mark too. ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa?
This stupid drag name is the best thing.
So good.
This is one of my favorite drag names ever.
Oh, it absolutely is one of my favorite drag names.
Oh, I will be. You all will be so annoyed with me as long as she's on the show because I will be saying ¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa?
That exclamation mark and that question mark will be in the pronunciation.
But exclamation point first and then question mark. So you lead with the exclamation point.
¿Qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa?
So you sound excited first and then confused.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yes. ¿Qué pasa? Is 38, representing Madrid. Kelly is ready to bring surrealism and punk to Drag Race España. Her inspirations include Vivienne Westwood, Lena Morgan, Alaska, Almodovar, Wes Anderson, and even her mother and grandmother. She's ready to be the next Spanish drag superstar and fill theaters with drag.
A queen after my heart. I cannot tell y'all how this made me feel. Like I'm obsessed with everything about this, her, everything. This is the type of drag that this is my favorite type of drag. This is what I live for. This is the type of drag that I would want to do if I one day started doing drag. Like this is what I live for. This is I am so obsessed. And also, because here's the thing. Sometimes queens have this like punk aesthetic, but their personality does not match that. And from what I could tell, I feel like her personality is going to match that. So I'm really excited to see if I'm right about it, if that's really what she's gonna give, because this is for me. This is for me. This is the one for me. And she said that she makes most of her stuff, so I know that we're gonna get something great for a design challenge. I'm already excited to see what she's gonna bring.
Oh, absolutely. Kelly's absolutely gonna be the fashion queen of maybe this entire season. I think she's super interesting. This type of drag is so cool and fun to me. When it comes to her personality, I thought she was fun and interesting. She was a little bit more demure than I expected based on her look, because she's still
And very mindful.
very mindful. But for real though, like I was expecting her to be full out, super loud and super like wild, and she's a little bit more demure than I expected, which gives her a lot of like personality and like layers to her, which I think is interesting because she still has that punk energy to her, but she still is able to be more calm and collected when she needs to. I will say though, I don't know how well she's gonna do in like comedy challenges or in like things like that when she has to like snatch.
Dance.
I don't know how she's gonna do snatch game. I don't know how well she's gonna perform. I think so like I guess we'll see. But for now, she just seems like the luck queen. So I'm hoping that she proves me wrong and that she does it really well. But this look is great. I think she's really interesting, and I hope that I get to see a lot more from her.
I think she's gonna give us very Sasha Velour, not just in the looks, but in like her personality and all of that, like brainy kind of thing.
I hope so.
And in her face.
Yeah, she's also a queen after my own heart because this is very much what I like in a drag queen. And going through her Instagram, this is another one where there's not a ton. She has only 59 posts, and they go back as far as December of 2022. So it's only a year and 9 months worth of photos. I don't know if that reflects how long she's been doing drag or not, but she's still keeping us fed with those few looks. Like there's so many cool looks. She absolutely has that club kid sensibilities, but with a modern edge. Like it's almost where Bestia I think was coming from last season. Man, I really like her. I really like her, and I hope that she has a good run on this show just because I think she's refreshing. Yeah, I'm excited for the Instagram video, River. If you're judging the Instagram video, I think you're gonna like whatever we pick for her because she's definitely got some fun looks, even if it's less than 2 years worth of looks. So.
Refreshing is the exact word that I was also going to use to describe ¿Qué le pasa? Because she, like, the energy was very fun, very, like, I am a sucker for surrealism. So for me, just like having that artistic sensibility, I'm gonna love what she brings to Drag Race. I'm gonna love what she brings to Drag Race. I love this look. The fact that it's all fucking made out of, I think, AstroTurf is like the dumbest thing.
Is that fake grass?
Yeah, it's fake grass.
Yeah.
It's like what they use for football fields. If you like, at least
Like
the visual.
the little things in the train that kind of look like those school projects that we made that we need to make like little models of things. Like
absolutely.
Oh, so smart.
Absolutely, right there. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
I think I'm the most excited. I'm excited about this season, but I'm the most excited to see what she brings for sure.
Yeah. Scores.
My favorite promo by far, this is Mugder.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a full for me as well. This is my favorite promo.
Okay, I'm gonna give.
Should I just go first then, David?
Sure.
Even though this cup is currently empty, it's a full cup for get it Passa.
Okay, I'm gonna give Kelly Passa a 96.
Kelly Passa is gonna be the new Fideliaga. That is the new Aquarela.
Yes,
correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
We will be annoying
You gotta
with
pick
Kelly
one for every
Passa.
franchise.
Yeah.
Passa? I need a versus the world season with Aquarela, John Fideliaga, and Kelly Passa. Yes, that's what I need. Yeah. I need it in my life right now. Next up, La Niña Delantro. So, okay, Eduardo, because you are the Mexican representative of this podcast. This just translates to the girl in the club, right?
Yes. She's the girl in the club.
I love it. She's the girl in the club.
This stupid bitch yet again.
I love
it's very the girlfriend experience vibes, name-wise.
I need the girlfriend experience and La Niña Delantro on the same versus the world season as Aquarela, John Fideliaga, and ¿Qué pasa? That's what I need.
That would be so fun.
Anyway, yeah, La Niña Delantro, she is 22, representing Castellón de la Plana. She describes her drag as a mix of beauty and grace with elements of excitement and darkness. She wants to become the next Spanish drag superstar to make her mother proud, and she's ready to have a good time. AKA, she hasn't been doing drag that long. And she is our, I believe, only trans queen of the season.
Oh.
So she really is the girl in the club.
I was about to say, girlfriend experience was an apt comparison on that ground.
Yes.
At least.
But she was also a girl in the club.
A girlfriend.
The girl at the club.
Oh, the one.
The girl friend in the club.
So I like this, but I want to like this more than I actually do, if that makes sense. Because here's the thing. I do really love what's happening here, like what's on her body. I like it. And the thing in the back, this fabric is it just cheapens it so much. To me. I do think if she didn't have all of that in the back, it would be a little bit too simple. So I understand why it's there, but it really did just cheapen it for me. Because I think besides that, she looks really expensive. And I think she probably had, if not my favorite makeup, one of my favorite makeups for sure out of this promo. I loved the flower petals on the face. So good. And I really love this shade of purple lilac with orange hair. I love that combination so much. Yeah, I think the two things that bother me really is the fabric in the back looking kind of cheap and the shoes. The shoes. I understand like why this shoe kind of goes with everything, but also doesn't go with anything at the same time, kind of. But yeah, I just feel like if she had a different shoe, it would elevate it more, and maybe a different fabric in the back, like maybe a cape, like I don't know, something different in the back other than this fabric. But I really loved her personality, what I could see, what I could get from what I understood. She's one of the people that I'm excited to see, for sure.
Well, River, you and I just keep disagreeing this episode because
Ooh.
I really like this look. I really,
I
really
like the
like
look.
this
I just don't like the fabric in the back.
And
Everything
I
else I love.
love the fabric.
Well,
I think the fabric is a good choice because I think that without the fabric, it would have looked simple and it would have been like, oh, I want something else. Something is missing. And I think with the fabric, it brings something to it and it's more interesting to look at. I think she looks great. I think this is my favorite makeup. I think she has a really fun personality. Uh, I do think that she's gonna have the same issue that I said that Chloe would have which is like I think she's gonna do well with the looks and the performance, but when it comes to like doing things like comedy or improv, she might struggle with that. So I don't know. I just hope like out of the two of them, I did like La Niña Delantro a bit more. So I do want to see a lot more from La Niña Delantro. So I'm hoping that she does well in this competition.
As far as this promo look goes, I'm a little bit more with River on this. I feel like she probably had a really good concept, a really good drawing of it, submitted it to somebody, and got like a slightly disappointing version of what it was supposed to be. Because we've seen like these kind of like almost like gum. Like I think of Trinity the Tux like gum look.
exactly what I thought about.
Yeah, it's like structured so well, and this feels like it's not structured as well. And the fabric in the back, I think it's very pretty, but that could be structured better as well. So I think there's a good idea behind all this, but it wasn't executed as well as it could have been. Her makeup is great though. And looking through her Instagram, her looks are trash. Like she's going to be first out, guys. Sorry. No, I'm kidding.
I think that's like the biggest joke that we've ever heard.
No,
Like, are you gaslighting us so you can
maybe,
draft her? What is
Yes.
happening?
maybe
Yes.
because I will say her.
See, I
like,
blocked it immediately.
I will say everybody we've talked about so far, it feels like their promo look is them putting their best foot forward. For her, this is not even close to her best foot. Not even close. There are
Alright.
very much Drag Race ready looks on her Instagram. And I couldn't necessarily say that about the other queens we've talked about. Like the other ones, I'm like, oh, I'm excited to see how they elevate. Her, I'm like, oh, the elevation is there. She's got some incredible looks and she's got variety. You can tell she's so experimental with her makeup too. Like she has all kinds of different makeup styles. So I'm actually really excited for her. Right now, I could see her being a winner.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm definitely going to lean a little bit more towards Eduardo as far as the promo is concerned. I really like it. I love the dress. I think the dress is cool. My favorite part is this makeup with these whiteout contacts. Like it is just, it's so like, it's so like insect.
Isn't it giving like evil fairy kind of?
Yeah, it's giving it's like a little bit of like
Like
reptilian.
bad sister kind of.
Right. Like it's just so I'm gonna want to go back and study this makeup a little bit. And if she's experimental with her makeup, then I'm thrilled to see what we're gonna get from her. The only part about this that I'm not in love with, honestly, is the wig.
Oh.
I don't love that it's this auburn color. With the two tones of the lavender. I just think it kind of stands out and not in a great way. I kind of wish it was either pink or even white hair. I think could have done something for this, or done like a black hair and just really make the hair stand out.
I mean, I like it, but now that I think about it, it doesn't go with the theme kind of, because it was supposed to be monochromatic, right? So
I think the looks are just supposed to be, because I don't think everyone did a monochromatic hair with their look.
Right, but it wasn't like a color. It was like new. Well, ginger is a real hair color, so it kind of does make sense. I was thinking, like, nobody had like a blue outfit and a pink wig. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
yeah. No. It was all like natural colors or
colors.
like.
That's what I meant.
Absolutely. No, I get what
but
you
I still like it with the orange.
Yeah, and I still like it too. I think the execution could have been a touch better on especially the back piece, but I think it really adds drama to this, so I'm not too mad at it. So,
yeah.
Scores for La Niña Delantro.
With everything I said, I'm also not that mad. I still gave her an 87.
I gave her a 90.
I gave her an 82.
I gave her a 90 as well. Next up, Le Cocó. Not Ru Animal.
That,
Le
and
Cocó.
you know that Cocó in Portuguese is poop.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Coco in Spanish
Next
is
up-
coconut, so
Yeah,
Very
depending on
different.
the because she has like an accent like this
Le
on
Cocó.
the O, that is poop, and then if
Like
it's like the
caca?
little roof
Uh-huh.
actually, that's coconut in Portuguese.
oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope she's not shit.
I don't think she will be. I just wanted to say that because it was the first thing that came to my mind.
I love it. Anyway, this is Le Cocó, 28, representing Madrid. Le Cocó defines herself as the life of the party and, quote, the badass of the season. Her drag inspirations include the top models of the 90s, Madonna, and the theatrics of Almodovar. She wouldn't be caught dead without a good wig, and she's ready to bring the crown home to Madrid. Le Cocó.
She was right about the wig because, girl, this wig, the hair, oh, so good. The shape, like, love. Here's the thing. I do really like this look. I think she looks so good. She does look like one of those models that she is inspired by, for sure. It is a bit simple though. Like to me, it's really what we say, like simple but effective. She looks like a rich, chic woman. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like she looks good. This is a good look. I just wanted more drag. Like something. Just something. But as far as orange goes, like it's really hard to find a shade of orange that is flattering, and she found the perfect shade of orange. Like, I think this is a very solid, good look. It's just not that exciting, but she looks beautiful. I just didn't get much personality from her, so I'm excited to see what that's going to be like.
yeah. When it comes to the personality, I think Le Coco was really the one that gave me the least amount of personality. It was giving me like Orion's story on her promo where she was just sitting down and it felt like she was high 90% of the time and she was confused as to where she was. It gave me that. It just didn't give me much excitement of like anything. When it comes to the look, I was just expecting more. This is pretty average for me. Like she looks good, but I just wanted more. I will say the wig is the best thing about this, so I guess she was right. The wig is on point. I don't know why when they were showing her side profile, it was giving me Janeri vibes. I don't know why. Maybe I just have her in the mind. But yeah, she just didn't give me much to work with. And so that just made me think, oh, she's going to go home early, which is unfortunate. So maybe she'll prove me wrong. But yeah, I didn't get much from either this look or her personality.
I think I'm a little bit higher on this look than you all. I think it's very fashionable, very well put together. I think this is also very reflective of her style. If you look at her Instagram, like if I didn't know it any better, I would think she's a Parisian queen. Like it's very like French fashions.
Very that.
Okay.
And what's interesting about her is I had to scroll like a lot to find her not in a red wig. Like that's almost
Oh, okay.
exclusively what she does. I found
Okay.
a couple of blonde ones in 2022, and then another blonde one in 2019. But other than that, it is red hair. And
Cool.
out of drag, also red hair. And I have a weakness. I have a weakness for gingers. And there's only one picture that I could find out of drag, but ooh, you are attractive to me. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
This might be one of the most attractive to me, attractive queens across any franchises. So I hope she sticks around.
Well, all right then. Love that for you. I'm intrigued by Le Cocó. I will say I didn't get a whole lot of personality from her, but I am very much so getting the French and the Parisian vibes. She kind of looks a little bit like Cam Hugh in the face, and also simultaneously a little bit like Sagittaria in the face.
A little Paloma too.
A little bit of Paloma with the red hair, absolutely. Some people that River has no clue who they are, but it's fine. But I'm intrigued by this. This look for me is simple but effective. I think I'm kind of a little bit in the middle of all of you, as far as that's concerned. It's a good look. I think it's simple. The more that I look at it, I'm not mad that we have 3 shades of orange. Because we do have, like, a warmer orange.
Like,
What?
they go together.
Yeah, because you've got the neutral orange, the warmer orange, and then the cooler oranges, and I think all of it does work really nicely together. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at this. I'm intrigued, for sure. Scores.
A solid 80.
I give her a 75.
Okay. Gave her an 81.
And of course, I end up the one with the highest score for her. I gave her an 83.
Work.
Yeah. Next up, Mariana Stars. I'm going to go ahead and just say right now, she is one of my favorites. I'll say that right now. She is 28 from Venezuela. Is she the first Venezuelan queen?
I think she might be.
I don't know.
She might be the first.
Honestly.
Let us know in the comments. If she is the first, great. Love to see it. Mariana is a...
Why did I think that Violet Chachki was Venezuelan?
I don't know, because that makes no sense.
I'm going to say from Venezuela.
Oh.
Violet?
Why do you say that, River? Yeah. You didn't know that she's...
I think she's half Ecuadorian, actually.
No, I mean, I wouldn't put it past her having Venezuelan heritage. But was she born in Venezuela?
Oh, I don't think so.
That's why I was like, was she born there? I thought she was from Georgia, Atlanta.
She is.
No? Okay. If she has Venezuelan heritage, then sure, but I didn't know that. If that's the case, I didn't know.
It might not be, but she's definitely she has heritage from somewhere in Latin America.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I'm trying to find anything on it, and I can't find anything. So whatever.
But
anyway,
I'm excited to have a Venezuelan queen on our screen.
Yes,
for sure. Especially now.
Let me do her bio real quick, and then I'll give it all the way over to you, River. Mariana is a proud Venezuelan queen, describing her country as a symbol of beauty, a lot of flavor, and sugar. Her drag inspirations include Carolina Herrera, Alicia Machado, and Coco Chanel. She's ready to bring flavor, personality, and beauty to the main stage.
It is Ecuador, by the way.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think when I saw just the pictures, I had my top 3 favorites from the pictures. But then when I watched the video and was able to kind of like see more of the girls, she was not in my top 3 at first. After I watched the video, she was. I fell in love with her personality immediately. And it makes sense to me. It just makes sense. And when she said Carolina Herrera, I was like, period. I got it immediately because with this look, she looks like she could be in a Carolina Herrera perfume.
100%.
What's the word?
Ad.
Catalog.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
Exactly. It was just very clear who she is, what her drag is, and like I think her and Kelly Passa were the two queens that I could see exactly who they are, and they were able to translate it like to me perfectly. She just looks so good, like from head to toe. I love everything about this. Red velvet, when it's done correctly, looks so glamorous, and this looks like this is perfection to me, honestly. And I'm really excited to see what she's gonna bring because Eduardo, we know that it's like I'm sure I don't know if she lives in Spain for a long time, but like the humor is different, the references are different. So I'm excited to see how she's gonna blend in or not blend in, stand out maybe with the rest of the cast. Yeah, she's one of the people that I'm the most excited to see what she's gonna do. Definitely one of my favorites.
The moment this woman said that she was from Venezuela,
Period.
I screamed. I was living my life, and she immediately became one of my favorites because I am a biased bitch. But then she started speaking, and she was just so fun, and she was just
Mm-hmm.
the dumbest bitch alive, and I love her so much. She's so cool. She's so fun. She's like, she's just fun, silly, charismatic, and she's just full of energy, and I love her so much. And this look really did it for me. I thought the movement of it was really good. I did immediately think of some like we've seen this kind of silhouette before, but I didn't really care because just she looks so beautiful in it. The hair, the makeup, everything about this is just great, and I just love Mariana. I think she's great. I love her.
Yeah, this look feels a bit on the nose when it comes to like Spanish drag, but it's done so well, so I can't complain about it. And she got assigned red, I'm sure. So why not just lean into it? Especially like knowing that she's Venezuelan, like why not celebrate the idea of like Spanish drag? So I really like this. Going through her Instagram, I will say she is probably the most polished queen we've talked about so far. Like all of her looks and makeup are so well put together. She's somebody that I could see getting that like you were born to do drag type of compliments. So now I'm like, well, maybe she's the winner. Maybe because her looks are
It's giving
really
that
good.
energy,
Mhm.
honestly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think she's absolutely going to be one to watch.
Mm-hmm.
We see Logan's head.
And Logan can
Oh, there's the
disappear.
rest.
They're back. They're back.
So full tea, I went to the gym yesterday and I did back. And so sitting up in this chair that has no support is really bad right now. So that's why, you may
Relatable
frequently
content.
see just the top of my head. But I've done a lot of podcasting this week. I deserve it. Anyway, I am already in love with Mariana. I think she is going to bring... There's a lot of refreshing characters on this season. Like, this cast feels, for me at least, so different from a lot of other España casts we've gotten. And I think it might just bring a breath of fresh air to the franchise on a whole. And I'm really excited for that prospect. This look is so good. This and her and Kelly have my favorite promos by far.
Period.
It might be a tie. I might have to tie them. I honestly don't know if I could pick one or the other, but it's just so expensive. The use of this sheer fabric here in the skirt is so well done. All of this ruching, David, ruching. All the ruching is so good. Like you said, River, when red velvet looks good, it looks good. And she,
This hair,
she
bitch.
looks
I'm
this hair, bitch.
girl. Ugh.
Ugh.
Seriously.
Scores, and I'm gonna request that once again I go before David.
Or let me go first.
Look,
Let's do.
Yeah,
we
actually.
do. I know that if it's mugder or overflowing or whatever, it's still 100. So technically, it's a tie. But I did give Kelly mugder, so I'm going to give her an overflowing.
Per.
A little bit. I like
mean,
Kelly the tiniest bit more.
I give Mariana mi gente latino. So
Period.
A full.
I love that. Go ahead, David.
I'm gonna give her a 90.
Hey, we'll take.
Which is basically a
score.
full.
Why do you hate Latin America, David?
David, why do you hate us? What have we
Why do you
done?
hate Venezuela?
Hmm.
What's about Venezuela that you don't like?
Wait, isn't that where Seether's from?
Yeah, why is it that you don't? Why don't you like her? Why don't you like Venezuela?
Oh God.
Anyway.
Oh, it's. I'm also gonna give it mi gente latina. Honestly, that feels like the correct score to give it. So work,
Or
bitch.
you would be su gente latina.
Our
No.
gente latina.
Nuestra gente latina.
Nuestra gente latina.
Nuestras.
Yes.
I live.
Nuestra tita baby.
Nuestra tita.
Oh!
Oh, she's not even here. She doesn't even go here.
Hey, we can always reference our Tita baby.
There's always time for Tita Baby.
For a Tita baby.
Okay, fine. I'll watch it and then I'll reference it. Whatever.
Thank you.
Oh, you're not watching?
I haven't been watching.
Oh my God, you have to.
I have to. Anyways, let's move on. We're not talking
Anyway,
about Philippines.
Let's move on to our next queen, who is slightly familiar to some. This is Megui Yeillow, I believe is how she pronounces it specifically.
Yeah, basically like yellow. Like yellow.
Yeah.
But said incorrectly.
She's 31, representing Ecija, I believe is how you say the city she's from. Ecija, I believe. Dancer, singer, and actress Megui describes herself as the queen of lip syncs and the dance floor. When the music starts, everyone trembles. She's ready to become the next Spanish drag superstar because she is a complete performer from tits to feet. And drink every time she said she was a dancer, singer, actress in this Meet the Queens. Don't do that. You will get alcohol poisoning.
Drink water so you stay hydrated.
Drink all the water because hydration is important. But she was a part of the pit crew last season on Drag Race España. So she is officially the first queen to go from pit crew to contestant.
Work. Yeah, I knew that there was a pit crew member that was on this cast, and I didn't know who it was. But when she came on and she said that she was like a muscle queen, I was like, okay, this is the one. That's the one for sure.
Yes.
And no shade, but you can tell that she's a new drag queen. Like, which is not a bad thing, but it's just what it is, you know? I think she looks good. Like I said, everyone looked really good in this promo, but unfortunately, this was my least favorite look out of all of them.
I don't think she's a new drag queen, by the way.
No? Okay. Then
fuck your drag, right?
Exactly. Period.
Yep.
But anyway, the makeup is giving very much Marsha. Like, you know? For me, personally. Not that it's bad. I'm just saying in the eyes, I want more. I just want more. That's it. But she looks beautiful in the face. Don't get me wrong. But honestly, from this look, what I really love is the wig. I love this wig. And whatever it is that she has like on this part, I don't know if it's like she has like some stones, like something sparkly here on the hair. I love that detail. And I love the boots. the outfit itself is not for me. I'm not a fan. But from what we saw in the video, I feel like she has at least like a fun personality. I don't know exactly what kind of storyline we're gonna get with her. But it seems like we're gonna have fun. No, she's not gonna be like one of those introverted queens or any of that. I feel like she's gonna interact well with everyone and like play around. But I don't know what to expect exactly from her personality yet. But this was my least favorite.
Yeah, this promo was just odd for me because since she just kept talking about her being a muscle queen and then her being a singer, actress, and dancer like 90% of the time, it just didn't give me much like anything deeper than that. And so it just felt very like very surface level things, which I understand that sometimes that's all that you're gonna get out of like a very short promo, but like we got to know a lot of like other queens in just the same amount of time, so I just wanted to get to know her more. So I just don't have a lot to say about her personality quite a bit. And when it comes to the look, I think it's just fine. It's fine. I like this hair and I like this shade of purple. But I wanted more yet again. I just feel like there's something missing here, and so it just didn't click for me, honestly. So I hope that once the season airs that I get to know her more, because right now I just don't have a lot to say.
It was funny though that her name has yellow and then she's wearing purple. That really did tickle me a little bit.
I like this look. Probably more than you all. I think this is on par with most of them. It's on the lower end, but it's still on par with them for me. I think there's some cool things going on. Like I really like the structure of this top and how it's like almost like a structured like way crop top. I think she also does a really good job of hiding those muscles. Like just looking at this, I would not know that she's super muscular. Looking at her Instagram, it's so clear. It's like beyond obvious. I really like these gloves too. But speaking about her Instagram, so River, you thought that she was a newer queen. She has uh, pictures going back to at least 2017 in drag, but you could tell that it was maybe more of a side thing, and it didn't become a very frequent part of her Instagram until probably 2 years ago. So maybe she's newer at taking it seriously.
Yeah, that's what I meant. New, like I meant new as like 2-3 years doing drag like seriously.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense then.
okay.
But yeah, it still is like a pretty solid mix of her in drag and out of drag. Like even recently, like you get a lot of the boy version of is it Megui? Megui. Okay. Also I want to say this picture on the right, I don't know if you will agree, Logan, but immediately, like when I saw it, I could not help but get a little bit of Melissa Bianchini and
Absolutely.
one of my absolute favorite queens from last year. And I did not get that as much looking through her Instagram. I got like a little bit of like Barbecue, whom I also love, but had a pretty opposite trajectory as Melissa on her season of Germany. But
Italy.
no. Oh yes, Italy. No. Barbecue
You're
was
talking about Melissa.
Melissa. No, but I was saying Barbecue
Oh,
on Germany. But yeah, I think her looks are solid, but nothing remarkable on Instagram. So I'm excited to see what she brings to the show.
He'll be nice to look at in the workroom for the insert number of episodes he gets.
Oh.
I didn't get a lot from this Meet the Queens. I'm sorry. I'm intrigued. I'm excited. I'm excited to see, I always think muscle queens are interesting, and they always do bring pretty good drag. So I'm intrigued to see what Megui is going to bring. This look is not the most groundbreaking look for me. I love the hair. I think the makeup is almost non-existent. But she doesn't look bad by any means of the imagination. That's the thing. It is, I agree with you, David. It's on par for the standard for this promo in that it is a very good, above average, simple promo look. And I'm not mad. I'm not too mad at it. So, scores.
This was my lowest score, but still a solid 75.
I give her a 72.
I gave her
Ooh, see, well,
I gave her 79.
I gave her a sensible 74.
there we go.
Yeah.
I thought I was the one that liked it the least, but apparently not.
Nope. Next up, Miss Khristo, 31, representing Madrid. Miss Khristo is the self-proclaimed fashion queen of the season. Describing herself as an underground diva, she believes that, quote, there's nothing more drag than gold, luxury, excess, and passion. She's confident that her next level drag style will earn her the title of the next Spanish drag superstar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know how everyone here is going to feel about her, but I love this. Because you guys know that I love this type of drag. I love maximalism. I love weird stuff. This is for me. This is what I love. This is what excites me. Immediately when I saw this picture, I was drawn to her, like, immediately. It just spoke to me on a very deep level. Especially the headpiece. I don't know what the things that she has here. I don't know if it's cans.
Yeah, they
It kind of
look
looks like
cans.
cans,
Mm-hmm.
right? But is it cans trying to kind of like emulate the hair? What's the name of the thing?
Hair
I don't know.
rollers?
Yes. Is it supposed to kind of be that?
I'm gonna safely assume that
I think,
is the
yeah.
case. Yeah.
Like that's the first thing that I noticed, because that gives me my grandmother. I don't know about any of y'all, but my grandmother used to have her hair rollers on all the time and would only remove them when she would leave the house. She would sleep with them every day. So it was just like, immediately it just gave me my grandma for that reason. And it just, besides that, I had already fell in love with this, but like that just gave it that extra flavor for me to like fall in love. The one thing though for me, I love this type of weird makeup with the white eye and the white eyelashes. But I did love this lip from far away, but in the video when we saw the lip up close, it was not it for me. But that's the only thing that kind of was off for me was the lip up close. Otherwise, I love this, and I'm excited about what she's gonna bring personality wise, because I think it's gonna be very maybe not what we expect. I don't know. I'm intrigued the most by her.
Take a drink every time that she says underground. You'll get alcohol poisoning. Yeah, this is just not for me. I'm just gonna go out and say it. This is just not for me. This was my least favorite look by far. And it was because from the neck up, it's just not for me. Because from the neck down, I like it, but it's just, I don't like the makeup. I don't like the headpiece. I don't like the lip. I think she doesn't look great with no eyebrows. It's just not for me. Clearly, I'm not buying what she's selling, and I'm clearly not the person that she's selling something to, which is fine. This is just not my style of club kid kind of underground type of look that I like. And so I respect it, but it's just not for me. And when it came to personality, she also didn't give me much. She gave me just like, I'm here. I hope that she proves me wrong and that she just brings something else. But for now, I'm just not super excited.
Okay, well, if it's not for Eduardo, it's definitely for me. Definitely. I will say I briefly looked through all of the promo looks when they first dropped, and I didn't like give them like a full attention. Like, look, it was more of a glance. And this was the standout for me. And it was for a lot of the things that Eduardo does not like. And to a degree, River.
Exactly. I think
Yeah.
we feel the same way.
Yeah. I was so obsessed with this headpiece and I was so intrigued. Like that smaller shot, it almost looks like there's an eyeball in there, but it's just that lid of the can.
And the huge bangles, I love that.
Yes, like I think this is so good, so fashionable. I actually really like the lip. Like I love that extreme lip. I think it's a signature thing that she has going through her Instagram. She does this a lot. Like sometimes she does it even bigger with prosthetics. I think it's so cool. And like it's funny you said underground because that really fits her style on Instagram. This is the first one like going through the Instagrams. I'm officially at the point where okay, I'm super excited for this season. I think it could be a top tier season based on what we're getting from a lot of these queens. Man, she's got such cool looks. It's like very 90s club kid, I would say. And it's not always like the most extreme. It's like somebody in the 90s who's a club kid, but they have money and they don't have to be too crafty with all of their looks. There's still some craftiness in there, but it still is just like really high fashion. Oh my gosh. I'm so intrigued. There's lots of masks. There's a lot of androgyny. Like, oh my gosh. There's a
See, now that
lot
you
of those.
mentioned that she does those lips with prosthetics, I kind of wish that she would have done that here. Because I think then I would have had no problem with the lip, actually.
That's fair. Yeah, she's definitely based on her style, she's by far one of my favorites so far.
I think I'm gonna fall somewhere in the middle of everyone. Shocker, I know. I'm really intrigued by her. I did get ever so slightly annoyed every time she said underground. I get it. You're an underground queen. I'm happy that we have that kind of representation on this season for sure. I just hope that her entire storyline is not that she's an underground queen. I hope that we get to see, her personality shine through more than anything else. This look, I am a little all over the place with it because I really love the accessorization of this is my absolute favorite part. Those bangles, River, I'm right on there with you. I love a chunky statement jewelry situation, and I think she's doing it in a very fashionable way. I like the mix of pinks that we have going on. There's a lot of there's warmer pink, cooler pink, different shades of pink as well. And I think it's a really good way to tackle a color that is, can be very monotonous. Like pink can be. And I like the patterning.
Right.
Yeah, a little obvious, a little like, oh, you're doing a pink look. It's one of these four things. Like this surprised me. The headpiece, I don't know exactly how I'm feeling about it, but I'm intrigued by it. The only thing I wish is that there was just a little bit more dimension in the face.
Maybe like on a contour?
I just want a little bit, because there isn't really any contour. It's just a white face with the bold lip and the little semicircle on the eye, which is not bad.
She had done her contour with pink eyeshadow.
Oh no, I want a pink contour.
Exactly.
Like I want the whole thing to look like I want like a circular or rounder pink contour on this, and then just to frame the face a little bit. I'm not asking for anything severe, but just to frame her cheekbones a little bit. I think that just would have put it over the top for me. But overall, I'm intrigued to see what kind of stuff she's going to bring. They really said, let's cast some good alternative queens this season.
The variety of this cast, so good.
The variety of this cast is incredible.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
I also want to quickly add that I really hope she keeps this kind of style for her face and doesn't go very like predictable female presenting, because right now what I'm getting is so androgynous, so alien, so like
Mhm.
stripped down, reduced. What are you? And like I get
Very
contour
creature, right? Instead
creature
of
for
human.
sure. Like contour could have made it pop a little bit more, but I still just I'm definitely the highest on everything I'm getting with the face, I think.
Yeah. Scores.
I gave Miss Khristo a 97.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get murdered now. I gave her
It's fine.
I gave her a 50.
Okay.
It's just not for me. I'm so sorry. I hope that
I
she
get
proves
it.
me wrong. It's
I
just
don't
not for
get
me.
it. Oh, it's my turn.
It sure is, David.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie her with Kelly and give her a 96.
I'm going to give her an 85.
Mhm.
Speaking of club kids, next up, Porca the club kid. I do love that it's very Bob the drag queen, like Porca the club kid. Bob
Yes.
the drag queen. We have Porca. Porca is 39, representing Madrid. Porca is ready to bring club kid realness and wild fantasy to the Drag Race España main stage. The crafty queen describes herself as a master of comedy, with drag inspirations including Divine, John Waters, The Circus, Spanish folklore, and the Housewives of Eduardo Scissorhands.
What? I think I
Bitch,
missed
I
that.
don't
Did
even
she
know.
say that in the video? Because I think I missed that
Bitch,
part.
I don't know.
Yes,
Bitch,
she
I don't
did.
know.
Yes, she did.
Okay. Well, I missed that part. Anyway, I'm a little on the fence here because I do like this, but I think what's throwing me off is that I do not like this specific shade of green. That's the thing for me, because I do like the elements of this. It's just this shade is, you know what this reminds me of? The Ginger Minge All-Star 6
The
entrance.
frog.
The
The
frog.
frog look. Oh
Yeah,
no.
very
Well,
that.
this isn't
I
that
still,
bad.
no, this is much better. Oh no, this is much better than that. I'm just saying it's that similar shade of green that she had on that look, and I think that's what is throwing me off about this, because besides the color, because green is one of my favorite colors, but depending on the shade, it's not for me at all. And this shade is just no. Besides that, I actually like this. Because I like this kind of drag. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely up there. So yeah, I think it's everything is like well made, and it even though it is very much everything everywhere all at once, it kind of does feel intentional. But I'm excited to see what she's gonna give us on the runway besides this type of drag, or if it's gonna be just variations of this type of drag, which I'm also interested to see where she would how she would expand on this style. So I'm just intrigued really to see what we're gonna get with Porca, because I actually enjoyed her personality. I think she's gonna be fun to watch. I just honestly cannot get past the shade. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Now, this is the type of club kid that I like quite a bit. This is what I enjoy a lot. This Porca was one of my favorite ones out of the entire group. Her personality was just so bright and she was so funny. She's so interesting to me. She's just the type of crazy in drag that I love. She's weird, she's crazy, and I love her. This is this dark clown fantasy also really gives me everything that I wanted. It's just I like her. I like her personality. This is the type of club kid drag that I like, so I enjoy her quite a bit.
I think I just figured out what it is about the shade. It's giving me Grinch. Not in a bad way, because The Grinch is literally my favorite movie of all time. But I think that's what it was.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get
I do
that.
see that. Yeah, it is a little hard to look at.
In a good way.
Yeah, so this is interesting because when I first saw this look and the name, for me, I do like it, but for me, it kind of gave me a non-club kid queen doing a club kid runway. Like, oh, this is what a club kid looks like. It didn't feel as genuine as a couple of the others that we've talked about. And then pulling up her Instagram and scrolling, at first I was like, oh, you're more of a costume queen. And then I just kept scrolling and kept scrolling and kept scrolling. And I'm like, oh, no, you're the real deal. You're the real deal. She has so many posts and I did not have time to get, I don't even know how far I got down while you all were talking, but there are some super cool and creative concepts. And I like those way better than what I'm seeing here. I think, yeah, she could be just a really cool addition to this cast. I think another problem I have with this look is I think it gives us a false idea of what her body might be like. Because just looking at this, I would be like, okay, she's probably a plus size queen, but she's really not. She's kind of a muscle queen too. Like I'm getting a little bit of Dolly from Dragula, like seeing her out of drag a bit too. She's pretty hot. I think I wouldn't be surprised if this is the one that people are thirsting over for sure. But yeah, her Instagram is so cool. Like this season is going to be feeding me so hard because I love a club kid queen and I am getting 3 of them in one season.
Oh, so excited.
Oh, and I hope they all do.
This season is I mean, I prefer to be proved wrong when I feel like it's going to be bad. So I hope I'm not proven wrong in this scenario where I think it's going to be good. I hope I'm proven right.
Right.
Time.
And I want to ask you all, did you all think she was maybe like a little bit of a heavier queen based on this look?
Yeah,
not like plus size, but maybe like Tita Baby kind of body.
But that's
right?
Unless there was a radical change in her body, which that's okay. That's okay if there is. But
I mean, with this outfit, it's really we really can't tell.
So I will be thirsting after Porca. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, Dolly is a spot on comparison. Spot on. I think I am the most excited about Porca, honestly. I did a real quick look on her Instagram too. I'm excited. I agree with you completely, Eduardo. This is the kind of club kid that I live for. She is someone that if she doesn't win this season, I believe are we using she? Porca, are we using she? Hold on.
I mean, I
pronouns on
your
damn Instagram.
Queens, unless told otherwise.
I'm gonna use she. She's another one that could easily make the crossover to Dragula. Easily.
Absolutely.
Oh,
easily. I think we're gonna get some fun things from Porca. This look is not doing a whole lot for me. I'm gonna be honest. I love the wig with the party hat, and I love this makeup. And I think the accessorization of it is really cool. I will say I actually like the pants as well. I like that we're getting this color blocking with these 3 different textures and shades of green. And like I was talking about earlier with Le Cocó, there's a neutral, a cooler, and a warmer green here. So I'm really, really enjoying that. The blouse situation is what is losing me a little bit. But I'm really interested to see what Porca is going to bring. So, scores for Porca Theclubkid.
81.
Oh wow, I gave her an 80. I guess I should have gone higher.
I also
You don't
gave her.
have to.
I also gave her an 80. I was surprised you weren't higher.
I also gave her an 81.
That's fair.
I wonder what our average is going to be.
Wow.
83.
Next up, Shani LaSanta. She is 25, representing Jerez de la Frontera. Shani LaSanta defines her drag as a fusion of styles, highlighting her cultural roots while bringing sexiness and swagger. The self-proclaimed queen of acting is ready to leave a legacy on Drag Race España. Quote, I want everyone to remember me.
We will. I will.
Oh.
Oh.
Baby.
Oh, baby. Baby.
Oh,
This is the one
honey.
I'm going to be thirsting after. Period.
Oh, period.
Period. Like, Okay. This dress is giving me modern Cinderella in the best way possible. Like the sleeves and this detail on the hip is so good. This is so glamorous. Like she looks like a princess. Period. Like I never saw this wig style. Like we've seen wigs similar to this, but I never saw this exact style. And at first I was kind of like, oop. It was kind of weird to me, but then the more I looked at it, the more I got into it and the more I fell in love with it. I'm honestly obsessed with her already. Like I fell in love with her. I didn't think she was gonna give that much personality, but then she did. And yeah, I'm obsessed with this look and with her. I just will always say it when I notice it. I just wish the dress would have touched the floor. But that's very small because this is so good.
Okay, I really like this look. I really, really like this look. I think the structure of it is really good. The stunning of it is incredible. The makeup is great. I don't like the hair. It's just not for me. I think it's a little too wild for me, especially with this incredibly beautifully structured like bodice and dress. I just feel like it looks a little bit odd for me. It's just not for me, the hair. And when it comes to her personality, this is not her fault. I will say this right now. This is not her fault, but her personality triggered me in such a bad way because it reminded me of some people that I don't like. And this is not her fault. This is not her fault. She is full of personality. She's loud. And I can tell that she's fun. But outside of that, she just took me like a flashback to some people that have said and done some bad things about me. And so I just got really taken out of it. And as I said, this is not her fault, but it just really, really bothered me in some way, shape, or form. So hopefully I can get out of it because I really do like this look and I see the personality there. It's just that there's something about it that's just bringing me back to some bad places.
So I didn't watch a Meet the Queen, so I don't really know anything about her personality. I like this as a look, but it's kind of like what I said a few people ago, where I was like, it's good, it's on par with everybody, but this isn't one that excites me per se. And I think it's largely just because we're seeing a lot of outside of the box looks, and this is a pretty gown. There is some really cool detailing up in the top, which I appreciate, and it sits on her waist really well. And I like the pieces on her elbows there. So I think that's cool. The head is so interesting because I don't know if you all might be too young to know who the cone heads are. So
I do.
And
it's
that's
giving
why
me
I don't like it. Because the
giving me
cone heads triggered me so badly when I watched it. I was
Is that really what it is?
traumatized. It traumatized me so badly.
Oh, the
good
cone heads were the
lord.
ones that traumatized you.
No,
No, I'm kidding.
the cone heads didn't
Oh.
traumatize me. Well, they did, because there's that scene where she's pregnant and you can see the cone
Uh-huh.
of her belly. And I remember
Uh-huh.
watching that and being a small child and being like, you know what?
She didn't put a
I'm
ring
never
in her
watching
skirt.
anything ever again. I am leaving. I don't like this. No. So yeah, maybe that's also why I don't like the hair.
Yeah.
Valid.
It
We'll
gives me
see
the
if her
cone heads.
personality in the season improves for you.
Right. Yeah. It gives me cone heads if they could grow hair. But looking at her Instagram, there's not a ton. There's 42 posts. One, I was like, wow, this is really cool. But then I realized it was some sort of like AI thing, an AI video, like in promo for
Oh.
Dune. Like it was not actually her look. But everything else that I'm getting the best comparison that I could give you is Rebecca Glasscock.
Oh no.
Take that for what you
Seriously?
will. Yep. Rebecca
Oh
Glasscock is the
no.
perfect comparison.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Well.
River, oh no.
There's no jeans. She's not wearing jeans.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I care
I
about.
mean, hey, I don't know what to expect, but I mean, I love this. But,
Yeah. I
well,
like this.
good to know.
I'll say I like this. I like this. I liked her personality. I don't have a whole lot to say about her, honestly. The gown, I don't think photographs as well as I want it to, because in actuality, in the video, the gown is a much deeper shade of blue than what we're getting in this.
Mhm.
Yeah, it almost
It
looks
looks better
white
on the
here,
video than on these
but
pictures.
it's like a robin's egg blue. It's a gorgeous
I
shade
would
of
have liked
blue.
that better.
So
This is too pale,
yeah,
how I see it.
well, yeah. Watch the video specifically for the look. You don't even have to watch it for anything else. Just watch it for the look, because the color of it is much better in the video. But yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about her. Otherwise, I'm interested, and I'm glad that she brings a bit of a youthful energy, but feels professional at the same time. So I'm intrigued. Scores for Shani LaSanta.
92.
I also gave her a 92.
I gave her an 82.
I will give her an 80.
Mhm.
And our last queen, I hope I am not butchering her name, and if I are, I'm so sorry. Vampirashian? Vampirashian? It's supposed to be a combination of vampire and Kardashian, but it's not. Miss Vamp. I'm gonna call her Miss Vamp real quick.
Vampy.
No, I like Miss Vamp.
I like
Miss
Vampy
Vamp.
because it sounds like Bambi.
Miss
Okay,
Van.
anyway. Miss Vamp.
Miss Vamp. There you go. Miss Vampy. There you
I
go.
don't want her to go home first. But if she does, she better walk out of there saying, Miss Vampy. Miss Vampy. But I'm not wishing that on her. I hope not. Anyway, she is 30, representing Valencia. Valencian Queen Vampirashian. I'm going to say, I don't know. Describes her drag style as elegant and classy. She's certain her runway looks will leave audiences gagged this season. The singing and dancing queen is ready to be the next Spanish drag superstar and bring home the crown.
Well, she is very elegant. This is the word that I would use to describe this look overall, is very elegant. I don't think it's necessarily simple, but it's also nothing extravagant. It's a little bit more than simple, if that makes sense. But I don't know if it's because she was the last one on the video or I don't know, maybe watching it a second time, I'll change my mind. But she was the one that I was the least excited about when it comes to her personality. I think she looks great. The dress is beautiful. The shape is correct. It looks good. Um, I'm not that much of a fan of the eye makeup, honestly. But everything else is pretty good. It's just, it's not even because it's simple, it's just not exciting to me in any way. Like it doesn't move me in any direction. You know what I mean? It's just I'm very neutral about this queen so far. But she looks beautiful.
Yeah, this kind of gives me like Moulin Rouge dancer vibes. Uh, I like this. It's not super interesting, and it's not like my favorite look, definitely. But there are things that I like. I think it's like, well, not interesting because it's not like the most interesting thing I've ever seen, but I think it's a good look. When it comes to her personality, it just I didn't care for it that much. Um, she just seemed she seemed confident to the point where maybe she's a little bit cocky, which is fine. I don't mind that, but other than that, I didn't get much more. Like I only have 3 lines written about her, and 2 of them are about her being a little bit cocky, and that's about it. So I just want to see more of her personality because right now I really don't have a lot to say about it.
I really like this look. I think this is a beautiful fabric that she has, and there's so much detailing going on. Like it's kind of hard to tell in the wide shot, but you just see like so many little details with like that actual fabric from her dress. And then I really like what's going on with the bustier area. I think this is a really good reflection of her style. After looking at her Instagram, her looks are all very polished, well put together, and very classic. Like you could see things from like 1920s, 1960s, like all sorts of range there. Like she loves old school looks like that. There's something about her that reminds me of Cookie from Drag Race France. Um, man,
Oh, I'm excited
yeah,
then. Okay, great. I love that.
her Instagram is very good. Like she's probably
Okay.
in the middle, probably among this cast as far as Instagram goes, but in the middle of this cast is very good. It's very good.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what she's gonna bring. This is a good cast.
This is a good cast. This is a good cast. I don't have a whole lot to say about her. I'm excited to hear the Cookie, just Cookie, reference. That makes me very excited because I love Cookie. The look is gorgeous. Personality, I'll be honest, I did not get a whole lot of her personality from it, the Meet the Queens, but I'm excited to get to know more about her. Her makeup is the most interesting for me in this promo. The way she's done this in this very 20s kind of style with the upturned, with all of it being a little upturned, it being a bit more of a circular eye with the eyebrow coming down. Upturn. No, I think it's very Betty Boop for me, and I hope that
Very that.
I hope we
Mhm.
get. I hope we find out that Betty Boop is one of her inspirations because it would make sense given the red look as well.
I
Like
didn't
I could
think
see
about it
this.
at first, but when you said it, immediately.
Yeah, and
Immediately.
even the hair and even the headpiece is giving very Betty Boop.
Mhm.
So that makes me very excited for what she's gonna bring
Her
this season.
pose, I think, is what it is. Like with the arm
Yeah.
there is that's
She could easily step right in and do the Spanish version of Betty Boop, the Betty Boop musical. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, scores from Miss
82.
Vamp.
82.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I did her a disservice because I like this a lot more than I said that I did. So it's an 88.
Yeah.
I did her a disservice because
You
I
did.
wanted to say more, but I just wanted to get to her personality more than anything, which is not a lot.
I gave her an 87.
I also gave her an 87.
Word.
Well, that is that. I didn't think this would take 2 hours, but guess what? It has. And
It's a
don't
good cast,
worry.
though. They deserve it. I mean,
It's a good cast. It's a very, very
Yeah.
good cast, yeah. And we're not done yet, because now we get to draft. And I'm very excited about this draft. So there's one other person that wanted to draft that couldn't be here with us today, and that's Lana. So Lana will be drafting for the season alongside the 4 of us. Because there are 12 queens and 5 of us, we are going to each pick 3 queens, and there will be 3 queens who are able to be drafted twice. So I did preset and pre-randomize the draft order and randomized it 4 times because it is season 4. So our draft order for this draft is going to start with River.
ooh.
Followed by
I think
me.
it's the first time that I'm able to start. Okay.
I think so too. Or love it, love it, love it. So it'll be River, followed by me, followed by Lana, David, and then Eduardo.
Okay.
This happens.
It's because you're
again.
Mexican. It's because
Yeah,
you're
they
Mexican.
hate me.
No, you're
They
in a
hate
great
me.
position.
Yes
So
and no.
we do snake, right?
Ish.
So do
Yes.
I start picking 1? And then when it comes back to me, that's when I pick 2?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
All right, River. Your first pick.
3 of them can be picked twice?
Correct.
Okay.
You gotta hope that we
I'm
all
like,
draft
because
very...
I have my top 2. I'm just thinking, who do I pick
Okay.
first out of my top 2?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Mariana.
Okay.
Period.
I'm gonna pick La Niña Delantro. And Lana's first pick, I'm not surprised in the slightest. Her first pick is Kelly.
Mm.
¿Qué le pasa?
Man, trying to be strategic here, thinking about who Eduardo might pick. I think I'm gonna also pick Mariana.
Okay.
I'm going to murder you. I'm going to find your house. I'm going
Not
to
too much.
you.
Not too much. We're on YouTube. Not too much. And all audio platforms. Ding.
Dang.
All right, Eduardo, 2 picks.
I am so violently upset right now. It's not even funny.
Not violently upset.
Yes, I am violently upset.
Oh no.
Fine, whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm picking, I guess.
Not I guess.
Because Mariana was the only one that I really cared about. Because she was Latina. That's the only one that I really wanted.
She's still on my team, so
fine. But I wanted to win. Whatever.
So last time David stole from Lana. This time David stole from Eduardo.
Oops.
Yes. I'll just take Dita Dubois and Porca Theclubkid.
Awesome.
Oh, great. My freaking Google sheet locked up. So
oh my god.
Okay. I am gonna pick La Niña.
Okay.
So she's off the table, right?
Correct. And there's only one queen that can be drafted twice. One more queen that can be drafted twice.
Okay.
Lana's second pick is going to be Le Cocó.
Okay.
And I'm going to end the streak of people being picked twice, as I'm going to take Porca.
Damn you!
Hey,
I wanted-
Eduardo, we just did it to River. It's fine. You're fine.
I
now.
wanted to see if I was gonna be able to pick Kelly, but
Oh.
okay. Let me. Okay, I get to pick two, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick Miss Khristo
Boo.
and
You could have.
and I really wanted Kelly on my team. Damn. I'm gonna go with Chloe.
Oh wow. That is not who I thought you were going to draft at all.
I expected Shani to be drafted
I
by
did
now.
as well.
I was, but then David, if I go to her Instagram, I swear to God,
You're not allowed to look at it.
I'm gonna go to Mexico, pick up Eduardo, and then we're both gonna go to your house. Serious.
Yeah, we'll have a
I'm
party.
dead serious. You talked me out of picking Shani, and actually, you know what?
Oh.
No, since nobody went, I pick Shani.
Oh,
Okay.
Period.
I'll allow it. I will allow it.
Thank
I will
you.
allow it. I will allow it.
Thank you.
You
I mean-
filibustered your way to changing your draft pick, and I hope it pays off for you.
Rebecca
I mean,
Glasscock
being
was a
rapper
finalist.
does pay off, so I'll
That
just
is
say
true. Oh goodness, who do I want? Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a
It's
really
hard.
tough decision. This is a really tough decision.
Yeah.
I keep looking at all four of them, and the person that is standing out to me the most is Angelita. So I'm going to go with Angelita. I like having some experience on the team. So, Lord, now I got to find Lana's. Oh, that's not that difficult. Lana literally got her top 3 picks.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
So Lana's team is going to round out with Megui.
Mm-hmm.
So, David, you have the choice of Chloe or Miss Vamp.
I am going with Miss Vamp.
Miss Vampy.
And that does mean that Eduardo gets Chloe.
I am so happy.
Oh no, don't do that.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that.
All right. Nothing against Chloe. Nothing against Chloe. I'm just really upset that I didn't get my first pick.
I know.
I got my first 2 picks.
I'm just not gonna say
Mhm.
anything because we will get demonetized.
Yes, please. Thank you. And it wouldn't be the first time you've caused demonetization. Love you. I love you.
You know what?
that.
I'm gonna leave.
Bye.
Oh, come back.
Bye. Anyway, I like our teams. So, in review, Team River, Mariana Stars, Miss Khristo, and Shani LaSanta.
Mhm.
Team Logan, La Niña Delantro, Porca Theclubkid, and Angelita la Perversa. I really said, give me all the people with the long names. I picked everyone with a long name, period. Team Lana is Passa, Cocó, and Megui Yeillow. Team David is Mariana Stars, La Niña Delantro, and Miss Vamp. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to try to say her name. Miss Vamp. And Team Eduardo is Dita Dubois, Porca Theclubkid, and Chloe Vittu. I am kind of sad I didn't get Dita.
I am devastated that I don't have Kelly on my team. Like, having to choose between picking Kelly or Mariana first was so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Sophie's choice for real, for me.
That's why I don't like having the first pick, honestly. I love having the second pick.
Yeah, and what's interesting is there's 3 club kids, and that's like one of my favorite type of drag styles, and I didn't get
Yeah.
any of them. But that's because I just know that those type of queens get so underappreciated on these shows. So I
Yeah.
would be nervous too. So now I pick strategically ones that I think will get a lot of love, and then I can also root for my favorites.
David's trying to
on the
win the
side.
draft.
Yeah, I
David's
am.
trying to win the draft. And for once, I went with my heart on
Sure.
this one. I went with my heart on this one. So
Mhm.
we shall see what happens. But that is that for this cast reveal for Drag Race España. Very, very, very excited. We will be back shortly after September 23rd, so about a week and a half-ish, to dive into this new season of Drag Race España. I'm very excited. I have no clue what our posting schedule is going to look like for it, because truthfully to y'all, it airs on a day that doesn't work very frequently for this podcast. So it's actually 2 weeks exactly, because we are filming this on Sunday. So in 2 weeks, we'll be back. Before then, we will be back talking about the Instagram looks for the queens from Drag Race España, as well as the queens from Drag Race UK, as we have both of those cast dropping. The UK video will be judged by Lana, and the España video will be judged by River. So have fun. But so we will be back shortly before and shortly after the premiere to talk about more Drag Race España. Let us know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to check the description where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our membership, and where you can get your merch. And currently it's just David's merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. So check all those links out. And we are going to get out of here. So cheers. Bye.
Kelly Passa!
Get it, Passa?
Kelly Passa?
Do you understand the pun, David?
Yes, que pasa?
No.
No.
So David doesn't get it. Cool.
Okay.
Bye.